notifications. No broadcasting.
Download the Home Depot app to get started. No purchase necessary. Ends 4/22.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's National Championship game is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Allstate, you're in good hands. And by Coca-Cola. Fan word is thirsty word.
Utah hanging around against Michigan 60-51.
Michigan, the third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Total weather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Williams.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
rifles it down the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He lobs one high down the left side.
Oh, my God, bro.
He's got it inside the 35.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots and sudden shots.
Fidel picks up number 3 for Michigan. Right, he said it best. Number 4
situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well.
In 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He caught it. That's where they'll mark him down.
That's too much fucking time, bro.
To pick up a first down.
Got forever to throw the ball.
A lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes.
No way.
Touchdown tie.
No way he run through them like that. No way.
Coordinator in the next booth yelling, wrap up. You have to wrap up.
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
You got to catch that,
For
bro.
this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his man, it's Staley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the run. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU in 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep swinging it. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up.
Yeah, I gotta touch somebody.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance, because they are a good one.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Looking to scramble. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11. So the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Coming out with it, it's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire 1st half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I'll be safe.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure.
Fuck.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I got hit throwing that shit, bro.
Extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
Wait for this time.
From the shotgun, the inside kid. Just wanted to find a little space to run and dish out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air, it's Manning. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a grab deep. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Looking to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Got his man on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. A busy day in the Mountain West.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Oh, my. His niggas should play the ball. My niggas can't.
Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field.
Oh.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Gonna take a shot. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Got some room to run. He's at the tag.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
The Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still running at the 40. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Caught in the backfield. It smothers. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That got a block, bro.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never
wow, bro.
for the running back in that situation.
You throwing it like that? Fuck out of here.
They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
It's crazy. Why you throw that pass like that?
4th down and 4
That's
yards
diabolical.
to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Turning on the Jets. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
Bro, y'all got a block, my nigga.
You ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Horton.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, and taking a big shot at the end.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Horton.
Oh, that's crazy. Why he beat? What kind of release was that?
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Y'all don't want to get hands up? Nothing. What's up, bro?
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Just
I want to get hands up, nothing, bro. That's crazy.
And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here.
Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better...
It's a running room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Oh, he makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running the red zone. It's Smothers.
Oh.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run
No way
against
you
this
get
defense
confused
that's
like
been
that,
run on a
bro.
lot, and this offense just
Fucking
can't
wait.
get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try and change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Volunteers. And here they come, almost all the way back.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between the quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it.
Bro, that speed. What the fuck?
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down mark.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making the miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Going to swing it on second down. He lets it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They stop him short.
Stop, fellas.
Turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's what
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive.
Turnover. Fucking turnover.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab.
Man, that's an ugly-ass
He goes
pass.
out of bounds right at midfield.
Came out high.
A nice job by
Shit.
the QB there. timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He holds one deep down the left side. Touchdown ball! And the comeback is on. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I'll tell you what, you got to find a way to roll this guy up a little bit, be physical. Make sure he takes some toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Try to put something together here. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the air. It's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Got a man. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown Tide! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayden.
Hey, get the fuck out the way, bro.
Pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
With the catch, it's Smothers. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Smothers. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They just keep firing. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he had it for a second, but it just...
I want to go get that myself. That's why he dropped that dude.
There's an example, Jesse. Receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they can look good.
I don't know if I should have dropped that one,
Balls,
yeah.
throw on line, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It smothers. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Volunteers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
I threw it away and he still didn't hit a shot on me.
They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll lob one deep down the left side. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
The offense right there went for vert, and they found an answer against...
Touchdown, Tennessee! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the offense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field.
Damn, bro, middle of the field.
Switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Buying some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. That'll be fourth down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. Let's Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to UConn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're going to throw it to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Oh,
Nothing to do
how's
with
he,
football,
bro?
but he
Why
just
my
throws
lineman
it
not
away
touching
and
this
they
dude,
throw it
bro?
down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback,
Gotta
I think, made the right decision.
touch him
that
something,
time,
bro.
actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that
That's
down.
crazy, bro.
Another day.
Y'all niggas ain't
That's another
touching
example of
nobody.
just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Killing
You
him, bro.
needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense
Killing
knows
him,
exactly
bro.
what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. You know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Back to pass, it's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there. They couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wide end.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Works his way to the 4-yard line.
Double covered.
First and goal.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game
covered.
long. We've seen his
That's
decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way through.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Slithers into space. Turning it on. The 50. At the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Volunteers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that.
He shows you all of the ways. He's got got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting a run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Got the first down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Brown has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Second down coming up. From the gun, the ground game.
That nigga gone.
Inside the 25.
That acceleration crazy.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Gets rid of it. Why not trying to get it in? He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure.
Yeah, offensive line killing it, bro.
He'll just throw it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets
in the middle of the fucking line. He's killing y'all.
So good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready. They were fast.
Diabolical, too.
They dominated this football game.
Nowhere close.
Diabolical killing y'all, bro.
Drill trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Damn.
On third down, he drops the throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
What kind of pass was that, bro? He ain't got no kind of arm.
A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
GG's, bro.
But not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee.
The 2025 Kelly Blue Book Best Value Brand.
So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide. And the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Wk12 football 36.